Freezing temperatures have brought out stories the last couple of weeks on the number of homeless people in our area. It's a complicated issue without any easy solutions. Daniel Cotterman has been looking into the problem and recently spent time with people working to document the extent of it.
Bob, the first step to helping the homeless is finding out how many actually need or want it. This week, I followed a group of volunteers who conducted what they call street sweeps in Mahoning County. The goal is to nail down a hard number of homeless in the area. Those numbers are still being tallied tonight, but once they're done, the real work will just begin.
Is anybody home?
In below zero temperatures, volunteers fan out across Mahoning County, looking in some of the most secluded and abandoned areas for people without shelter.
Well, somebody's been along here, but
Terry Victors, a caseworker in the area for the past 10 years, says sometimes it's addiction or mental health issues that put someone on the street. But usually, they've just fallen on hard times.
I work with a lot of people who have become homeless, who are working a 25 to 35 hour a week job. It's tough to maintain housing. How do you maintain housing on a minimum wage?
On this particularly cold night, volunteers found very few homeless who hadn't already found shelter.
It's really cold out, so I mean, even if we can just, if there's one that's unsheltered that we can get in shelter, then I'm happy.
Angie Paramore organizes the annual sweep for homeless. She explains the information collected will help secure federal funding for resources like job training, housing, and mental health support.
Is to make sure that once we get them into housing and once they do, attain a job, that they have that stability to make sure that they do not end up in the cycle of homelessness again.
Some believe more jobs and more affordable housing would greatly reduce the number of homeless on the streets. But they admit it's a problem that may never completely be solved, since some don't want help. It could be because they're embarrassed of their situation, or that they can't overcome a mental illness or addiction. Whatever the reason, advocates believe the majority of homeless want a better life. That's why they continue to seek them out and offer any help they can provide.
For ways on how you can become involved with helping the homeless, head to our website, WFMJ.com.